Well, welcome back to Mr. Obsolete's Vintage Homesteading. I'm going to do a couple of things today. First thing, we're going to talk about gardening briefly and why you should do it. I'm going to start with potatoes today, but the cost of food is skyrocketing and stuff, and I'm going to show you how we grow stuff in containers like this, so that if you live in a city and you just have a backyard or something, you can grow stuff too. And it's so much better than the stuff you can buy. But I'm going to start with a potato here. This is a red Pontiac. So what we're going to do here is look at these. You can see the little buds on them. Different spots here, less on the other side. So what we're going to do is, since there are a whole bunch on this side here and less up on this side, we're going to cut this down the center. That, and then we'll have some eyes coming up on the top. And so what we'll do with these, since this one has a whole bunch more eyes on it than this one, we'll sort them out, and when we put them in these bins, we put 5 of them in here. And so the ones that have a lot on them, we're going to put those all in one, and the ones that have less than the others. And what that'll do is it'll assure that they don't all grow at the same time, so you're not harvesting them all at the same time. Now the thing that I do, I use this big old knife I inherited here. It's carbon steel and it rusts, so I've sanded it, and then I wipe it down with alcohol to kill anything on it, because I use it for a multitude of things. And what you're supposed to do with these is put them in a tray and let this surface dry. But I found I come across a deal where that you can use another one of your resources. It's wood ash out of the stove. So you put a real thin layer on that, and put it on there like that. Get off any excess there. And then you'll put them in here like that, and you'll let them dry for about a week in a cool, dry area. And what I've found by doing that, this surface will skin over eventually, but it takes a whole lot less time with this, and they're a lot easier to plant and quicker. So do the same here. But so yeah, there again, you got a nice complete thin layer on there, and any little chunks, just brush them off. Anyway, that works really good for us and speeds up the process a lot. Also, when you put the ash on there, if there's any insects or anything around where you have them stored, they won't touch them, because they don't like the acidity in the ash. So the next part of the video is going to be chainsaw work. So we're going to go out and cut up some dead trees. We'll be back in a bit. Okay, well, you can see they got a nice coating on the bottom there and stuff, and so you put that side down, and so little sprouts are on the upside there. A couple of them actually had a little bit of rot in them like this one, so we got it cut off, but we'll put these where they grow up. So anyway, we'll be back with some chainsaw work in a bit. Okay, well, we're out here in the woods, and all these dead trees have blown down over the last few years. Got a whole bunch of them in here. There's some more leaning back there. Way back there you can see some off to the left. Right over here there's another 3 or 4 of them, so we got to get this all cleaned out. There's all this brush in here and all these things like this. It's just a fire hazard, so we need to get them out of here and get this cleaned out. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take off some of the branches, and I'll cut down through these and make a path so I can get on the other side and start cutting them up. So it's getting a little late in the day, so we'll get started here in just a bit. Use our favorite little Evansville as usual. Alright, well, we'll get the ears on and make a path right through here. You gotta put the axe where you can see it, otherwise it blends in and you lose it. It's just like another piece of tree. We're gonna path through here now, so clean the brush out and be right back. Well, we'll be back and get some more of this cut tomorrow. That little Pioneer does a great job for this type of wood. And right before I set it down, I ran it to cool it off. Always do that before you put your saw down, especially in hot weather. So anyway, that'll be it for today. Be back tomorrow with some more. Well, we're back for day 2. We started on this yesterday and we still got some to cut up over there, but this is the main part of them here. He's been dead for a while, and we've got a bunch more behind us and stuff, but wanted to clean this area out so it's not a fire hazard, and then eventually clean it out really good and make it into a area where we can, you know, have little picnics and a little trail and stuff out here. So anyway, I'm going to start with cutting this one, and then we'll come back and start cutting them off down here. I think we're out of fuel. Yep. Be back with some fuel. Check. Okay, well, we're back here to do a little more cutting and stuff. The saw here is acting up on me a little bit. The reason for that is that carburetor diaphragm is starting to stretch on it. This does not have an adjustable carburetor, so you can't richen the mixture up any. But and the chain's just getting a little bit dull. It's been a while since I've done a lot of work with it. So anyway, I'll get it running and start cutting. Well, we'll continue cutting, but we'll call it good for the camera work today. Remember, vintage is good, and we'll see you soon.